Hello and welcome back to another episode of Project Oarai. Now this isn't usually kind of what I show in my videos. I'm usually not one to show myself building roads or any type of networks, and like what I've said in the past, it's mainly because I don't think I'm very good at them and I spend a lot of time on them, and I'm just super tedious with them, like trying to line everything up and get everything at the right curves and angles and all that annoying stuff that, you know, sometimes when you get a network at a wrong curve, it does like this really weird dip in it and then straight back up again, and that type of stuff drives me wild. So usually I don't show myself doing this type of stuff, but this highway intersection is very important to the city because this hopefully is going to be our main highway into the city. And what I mean by this is I'm going to be banning trucks and everything from getting into the city from the beach side where we set up that all them connections a very long time ago. And it's because I want a lot of the traffic to flow through this highway and only pedestrians and stuff can get in via the beach area, which from actually testing it, because obviously it's built now and whatnot, and I've finally managed to test a few things, a lot of people are starting to use the highway, which is great. Now we do only have a population of around 50k. Sometimes it dips, sometimes it goes up. It's really weird. But we have got a decent amount that it's quite a lot of traffic, which is kind of cool. And I had this idea that for later on in the series, I really want this highway, like you can see me doing like this bend here. I want it to be like the curve that comes around the mountainside into the city. And I had this idea in my head that if you're in the car or you're watching via the cinematic, you're going to be coming down the highway and then you're going to be taking the curve around the mountain, and it's going to show like the beach, the docks and the city all in the background. And I think if we get like some nice nighttime shots and daytime shots, I think that could look really awesome. So I have already seen that the angles are actually really good. I've been quite lucky. I do have to actually raise part of this highway up a little bit because as it is at the moment, it's actually kind of low. And it kind of looks a little bit silly. And I do want to just state one thing. This side of the highway that you're seeing me do at the moment, I'm not really doing much with it. Mainly because, as you can see, I haven't built anything, you know, at the north of the main train station for the city, nor have I built very much to the right of the city. So I'm not sure if how that highway there is going to curve round and go is actually in the right place. Does it need to go deeper into the mountain? Does the curve need to be higher? And all this type of stuff. So mainly in this episode is going to be left of the highway that you can see right now. We're going to be detailing a little bit around it with some trees, bushes and electrical stuff and some radio towers and whatnot. But for the most part, we're not doing anything right of this intersection. But we are going to be building some pretty cool things. We've got a bit of a scrapyard coming up, as well as some industry stuff. Nothing like massive, just some like little places out in kind of the middle of nowhere. Because my idea that I've also got in my head that I hope turns out pretty well is I want that fade out effect from the city. So as you're going towards like this highway, you're going to be driving out of the city, you're going to hit like the suburbs, and then this area here just a little bit below that you can see me kind of trying to set up now. I want it to be a little bit more rural. Eventually I'm going to put like some rice fields around, not like loads, just a couple, because I've seen on Google Earth that there's a couple around, so I might just tinker with them kind of off camera or something like that. But that's mainly my idea. I want that fade out effect from the sea, so it doesn't look like you hit like some high rises and then boom, you've got some trees and there's the mountainside. I want it to kind of be slowly going out. But we'll have to see how it turns out, because obviously everything's kind of subject to change, really. It depends what mood I'm in or what ideas I have or what I see on Google Earth, really. So we'll just kind of have to see. And there is going to be a couple of storage areas, mainly for like a lot of wood. I saw that there was a lot of wood on Google Earth kind of around, and I imagined it was like for the houses or something along them lines, maybe for building new houses or just for kind of storage, really. So we're going to go ahead and set up some of them areas as well. We are going to do a couple of houses. I didn't want to really go into too much detail with them. I wanted to keep them kind of like, you know, like they're out in the middle of nowhere. They're not super fancy. They ain't got loads of stuff. It's just kind of like the house plonked down and kind of a little bit of stuff around, and that's kind of it. So I haven't gone heavy on the detail on them. Now, with all that being said, there's not really much more to say. It's a pretty chill episode this week, just something nice and relaxing. So I'm going to leave you with the rest of the episode, and I hope you enjoy. And like always, I'll see you all in the next one.
you.